you get to play 3 years in the league.
Mm.
3 years in the league. You played first with Dallas and then go to Tampa.
Yep.
You're playing on teams that have high expectations, that have won championships before. As a kid that had that alone feeling and felt maybe all this internal pressure personally, as a professional now, having that type of performance-based job, what was that like adjusting to it? I mean, there's a lot of pressure in Texas high school football and playing in the Big Ten, but it's a little bit different in the NFL. How did you feel that pressure and that feeling inside?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the pressure, they say, pressure makes diamonds or it bursts pipes, and that is true in the NFL. I mean, there's at every step of the way, you're playing the best of 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 the best. Like,
right.
there is no step down anywhere, from guys' preparation to their recovery to their nutrition to their, obviously the play on the field. And the difference isn't, like strength. The difference isn't necessarily speed. The difference isn't necessarily technique. The difference is literal centimeter, a literal inch, a literal second.
Yeah.
The margin of error is so small, and it's something that the speed of it also is something that takes a little second to adjust to. Not to mention just the wear and tear on your body.
Sure.
It's a little different now because college guys, they have the playoffs, they're playing a little more games. But when I went to the league, it's like I was used to playing, 12 games. Maybe you get a bowl, maybe you do a little extra. Then I got to the league, I was playing, preseason games. We were playing camp. Where then in Dallas, we went to the Rams. We did joint practices.
Yep.
Then you go into regular season. Then you try to go in the playoffs. You can end up playing 20 plus games at this level. You almost played double the games you played in college. My body, you hit a wall.
Sure.
There was times where I was literally rolling out of bed and like crawling to the bathroom to try to like get myself going. So it was tough physically, mentally, emotionally. And all the while, like, the world is watching you. All the while, your family is like looking for you to provide for them. All the while, this is also a dream, and it feels unfair for you to view it as anything other than that. There were times where like I really felt like I couldn't be anything other than grateful, overjoyed, ecstatic, because this was my dream. And there was times where I just wanted to vent, where I just wanted to be upset, where it was just like it was too much for me. And I felt like I couldn't express that because everyone was like, "Oh, but you're playing in the NFL. Like,
right.
This is great."
Also being a big, strong black man.
Yeah, it's like they're just like, "No, you're fine. Like, this is what you wanted." And it's like, it is, but everyone needs help. Everyone needs someone to lean on in a time where they should be able to be vulnerable. And we talk about mental health and those things. It's like there are resources in the NFL that were there for me that I wish I would have sought out
or known about,
or even like, they kind of tell you at the beginning, like we have, with the rookie symposium, and you kind of like, you step in and you have that initial team meeting where like you meet, the team, like psychiatrists and all the people and the counselors, and like, they tell you, "Hey, this is my office, this is where I'm," but like, you don't, that's kind of it.
Yeah.
The season starts and everything's football. That's what we're here to do. I wish it would have been a little more attention to that part of it. We talk, like I said, I talk about health just being health.
Yeah.
The attention was very much on the physical health of things, and very much on mental preparation, not necessarily the mental wellness aspect of it. And I think I suffered on that. When the game, at that point, I feel like it's 90% mental. Like, physically, we're all doing what we're...
the mental game.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, physically, we know what it takes. Yeah. That's how we got here. Mentally, it's completely different. Right. We're not 20-something-year-olds anymore. Like, you playing grown men. Like, I was in a locker room with, people who had full family, children, married for multiple years. Like, I walked in that Dallas locker room, like, Jason Witten came in literally the Monday after we had a game on crutches with a boot on, like, could barely move. Next Sunday, he was out there catching touchdowns. I was like, how did this happen?
Right. It's nuts.
It was insane to me. But like, that was the league I was in.
Yeah.
Nothing could have prepared me for that other than like being there in taking full access of all the resources that was available to me, and I didn't do that.